Webster, and today I'm going to be doing a presentation for my college. I'm going to be speaking about a movie by the name of Cooley High, which was released in 1975. I'm sure some of you may know. Okay, it's based on a true story and everyday's events. Now, this movie takes place in 1960 Chicago. It's about a group of high school friends, and mainly two. One by the name of Coachy, who is a basketball player, and he is going to receive a scholarship to go to college. And then we have Preach, who dreams to be a writer in Hollywood one day. And so, basically, this group of boys, they're all high school seniors, and they're all just running around, acting crazy, doing what children do. And so, in this movie, you'll see where Will Preach, he goes from being, he's the nerd of the bunch. He's very, very intelligent, but he doesn't use his intelligence wisely. And then we have Coaches. He's the playboy. He's the basketball player, and he running all around and fooling with all these girls, got all of them bickering about him and everything. And so these two, they are best friends. And you'll see in the movie where Preach, he goes from being he's not confident at all. He lives through his friends. And you'll see where he goes from being, a nerd to being, put in a very grown-up situation. They get in a car, a group of boys, and they ride around, and Preach and Coaches, they didn't know that the car was stolen. So they're getting in this car, and they're riding around, and all of a sudden, they end up going to jail behind this. And so, Preach and Coaches, their high school teacher, he goes to the jail, and he gets them out of jail. He lets the police officers know, like, hey, Coaches, he has this scholarship, he's going to college, he's going to make something of himself. And Preach, he's so intelligent, he just doesn't realize how intelligent he is, And so the teacher, he gets those two out, but leave the other two in jail. And the other two, they couldn't go because they have priors. So, I learned from that part right there in the movie that, what you do at a young age, it follows you on in life, Now, the teacher, he could vouch for Coaches and Preach. They had never been in trouble. They want to be successful. They have dreams and goals. But the other two, by them constantly getting in trouble, they're not showing any improvement. So the police, they don't want to hear anything about that. So then there's a rumor that spreads to where everybody's like, okay, Coaches and Preach, they got out of jail. So what did they do? They snitched, So everybody is upset, and they're like, oh, Stone and Robert, who are the other two that went to jail, they're like, they're going to get you when you get out. So that lets you know, too, how people they come up with their own conclusions. They weren't there. They don't know what took place, but they just assume, hey, these two are out, so they had to have snitched. So moving forward in the movie, you'll see where Preach and Coaches, they end up having an argument over a girl, and they end up going their separate ways. Well, when Stone and Robert get out of jail, they come looking for them. And then in that moment, when they realize that they are in trouble, they run to each other's rescue, because they love each other. They are family, and that's what friends do. They stick up for you. Even you might be mad at somebody, but let a tragedy happen. That person, if they really love you, they're going to be there for you. And so in this movie, you'll see, now it could be human versus human, whereas you have one individual trying to make the other individual, it's just a peer pressure, basically. Or it could be human versus himself, because in this movie, Preach, he's battling all kinds of things with himself, He doesn't really fully learn to be his own man and stand on his own feet and to go for what he believes in until the end of the movie, when he sees that his best friend, Coaches, he ends up being murdered, So, to conclude, this just goes to show you that life is very short. Like these young boys, you could be running around, partying, going on high-speed chases with the police. You know, you could be doing all of this stuff. And just like that, your life can be taken from you. So in the words of Coach Heath, you could have been the greatest.
All right. And the look, you picked the excellent